Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Keisha Teal and I'm coming back to you with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys all the tea on makeup essentials on how to beat your face. A lot of people always ask me what products I use, how do I get a flawless face, what eyeshadow do I use, and honestly, I just feel like the products that I use, I feel like you have easy / beginner, intermediate, and then hard. Is intermediate and hard the same thing? Anyway, you have easy, medium, hard, or whatever. So it's just I feel like some products are a little bit harder to work with, especially when it comes to eyeshadows. Not every eyeshadow palette blends the same as the next. So I definitely want to give you guys some easy beginner makeup products to use that won't specifically break the bank as well. So if you're interested in knowing what those products are, then just keep watching. First off, so we can really get into the video, do y'all like my lights? Aren't those fly? I got this idea from a girl on YouTube. I forgot her name. It's a weird spelling, so maybe I'll put it in the description box somewhere, but she had leaves all over her mirror, and I saw these on Amazon. They came with the lights. They were $15. I'm definitely gonna get more for my bedroom because these are so cute. And they have 3 different settings. Don't mind no clothes over the floor. I'm human just like you. Don't judge me. Don't. So I'm just gonna zoom you guys in real close just so we can get this look started. Sorry for this glare. That is my mirror. It's white, so it's giving me a white cast, but anywho, I'm gonna zoom you guys in so we can start the look. Okay, so product number 1 will definitely be your brow pencil. I am definitely part of the brows before foundation army, eyeshadow before foundation. If you're not, I specifically need you to change your mindset because you're nuts. All right, so for brows, I highly suggest using a pencil as a beginner, just because pomades are so much harder to use, just because you literally have to kind of freehand your brow or do little strokes, and that can be a little time consuming / difficult. So I always suggest to use a pencil. You can use a wooden pencil like this one, a regular wooden eyebrow pencil, whatever your hair color is, but sometimes those can be a little bit too pigmented or a little underpigmented. So what I like to use, I love the e.l.f. Instant Brow Lift Pencil, and it's only $3. You can get it from Ulta, you can get it from the drugstore. It's amazing. Mine's broke, unfortunately, but it does roll up. And then it also has a spoolie on the other end so you can comb your brows out. What I'm gonna use for my brows today is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in Ebony. So I'm gonna do that off camera just because I don't suggest this as a beginner product. All right, so I did my brows off camera. I don't think I'm gonna do a really dramatic eye look, but I am going to use a really basic palette that is more on the affordable side. It's by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I've mentioned it on my channel before. I'm going to be using the Jackie Aina Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. If you don't know who Jackie Aina is and you're a beauty influencer, you're living under a rock, obviously. She's one of the most amazing Black beauty influencers in the world today. She created a palette with Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it is the perfect neutral pop of color palette for women of color. Literally all these shades show up so beautifully on our skin tone. I think I'm gonna do a very subtle look today. I think I'm gonna use, well, I'll come back and let you know what I use because I'm not gonna do my eye look on camera just because I'm focused more on the face. But I'm going to be using this palette. I'm also gonna be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer. Looks like this. The big size of this, I believe, is 25, but the mini size is only 13. It's literally the best eye primer that you'll ever use. The only con about this eye primer is that it's basically white. It's an opaque white shade. So if you are darker than me, you can mix a little bit of your concealer into it and it'll make the perfect, the perfect eye primer, I swear. If y'all hear a dog in my video, okay, it's because of my neighbors. My neighbors have 2 puppies. And there's not really much I can do about it. I'm not gonna be a dick and be like, hey, make your dogs be quiet just because it is daytime and puppies need to play. I understand, but it's just hella annoying. So if you hear that, my apologies. All right, so I finished my eyeshadow off camera. I used the shade Credit let's see, I used Credit Ginger. I used the shade Dwellers. And I also used Edges. So I used those shades just to get like this neutral look going on. So let's get into the face. So for an affordable primer, basic primer, everybody could use a nice hydrating primer. When you're oily, I know sometimes people tend to try and remove the oil. So I'm going to try and give two options for you guys. So two really good options would be these two mini sizes. I like getting travel size primers just because I feel like they last a really long time because you don't use as much. So you can get these both from Ulta. The first one for oily skin would be the Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfection Primer. It looks like this, and it's a clear primer. It's nothing like crazy, it's clear. When you rub it onto your oily areas, it does dry down to a matte finish, and it does help absorb that oil, but it doesn't make you look cakey. And then the one for the hydrating would be the Smashbox Radiance Photo Finish Primer. Now they have different lines of these photo finish primers. They have some for like red skin with a green tint. They have some for absolute hydration. They have some for radiance, which is this one, like a glow. They just have different ones. This one I believe was like 12 or 13, and then this one was like 16. I mean, for the price range, and I've had these both for like over a year, and they're like to the halfway point. It's a pretty good buy. Today I'm going to use the Smashbox Photo Finish Radiance Primer just because I want a glow from within, you know. And when it comes to picking out primers, it's not really that hard. You just want a primer that goes with your skin type. I highly suggest when it comes to picking out your skin foundation based products, you know your skin type. My skin type is combination, more on the dry side, so I try to reach for products that are more for the hydrating side, and I use my oily products for like on my nose, like in my T-zone. So for my foundation today, I'm going to take this baby right here, the Smashbox 15 Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. This foundation is bomb. I got this from Ulta. It'll run you probably about $40 to $42. Now, some of these products aren't going to be as affordable as some, just because, you know, you want a good product. So when it comes to picking your foundation, you want something that's going to last, something that says long wear. You want something that goes along with your skin type. So a lot of people back in the day used to reach for like the MAC foundation, the Studio Fix, and I was one of those people. And that was a big mistake because MAC Studio Fix is literally the most matte, heavy duty foundation you can ever get. And it was so thick. And then another mistake that I used to wear, that I still wear, but I only wear it for like pictures, is the Kat Von D Lock It In Tattoo foundation. That foundation is so thick and so matte. And since my skin does tend to get dry sometimes, I have to use a foundation that has hydrating properties like this one. This one is like so dewy, so lightweight. I can build it up to a full coverage if I want to. However, if you are oily, this foundation is not going to be your best friend. It's no point literally in using foundations that go against your skin type. So I know some people are like, oh, I get so oily, I can't wear that. Well, how did you prep the skin? Did you use an oil binding primer? Did you use a hydrating primer? Like, what did you use? You have to use products that go with your skin type. Y'all are gonna see my wig slide back a little bit, but it's all right. Another product that is so important, this bad boy right here, Blistex, specifically the blue jar. This, I love to prep my lips with this before I like even put my makeup on or anything, just because it gets my lips kissable soft, okay? Carmex is shaking, okay? So for concealer, I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer, and it looks like this. I believe this concealer is like around $25 or dollars. And the reason why this is kind of pricey for a concealer, well, actually no, because I've seen some for like $27, $28, but $25 isn't that bad for this size. You get, you know, it's 0.5, so it's half a fluid ounce. This is a lot of concealer. I've had this for over like a year and a half, and I still have it. and I still have a good amount of product left, and it has a really big doe foot applicator. And I used to hate this foundation. That's actually why I've had it for so long. It used to just sit in the back of my makeup drawers just because I just didn't want to use it. But literally, it's so bomb. I feel like I've definitely upped the game on my makeup base skills, just because my makeup base used to look terrible. I used to have so much texture. I used to have so many patches, but now I feel like I've actually gotten the formula for a good foundation base. And that's actually, you know, I actually started using products with my skin type. So like I said, you guys, that is so important. You have to use products with your skin type. Now, another good dupe for this concealer that I actually threw away because I used all of it would be the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. That concealer is only like $8 to $9, and it's amazing, especially if you have like a dry under eye. I feel like it's great for people that don't and people that do have a dry under eye. So that one is really, really good. So I'm just blending this out. I'm using my Real Techniques setting brush. I like to blend my under eye concealer out with this because I feel like it makes it more flawless. It leaves the product in place. I tend to notice when I use a sponge, it takes away more product. If you don't know who Kiki Adams is, she's a content creator up here that does like makeup videos, but she's like an actual MUA. She does like makeup for like prom and events and stuff like that, and she puts her tips out on the internet. And she blends all her concealers with a brush. She does not use a sponge. So I tried that one day and I never went back. So to cream contour, because you guys know I love a good cream contour. This you can also get from Ulta or the drugstore. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Long Wear Shaping Stick. And mine is basically gone. I'm scraping like the bottom of the tube, but it's a foundation stick and it's literally the best for contouring. Like it blends so well. And I definitely have to get another one of these. I love this. Like I'd rather use this over a contour palette. When it comes to picking your contour shade, I know a lot of people are like afraid of contour shades. It took me a while to really figure out what I wanted to use. So when it comes to picking your contour shade, basically the concept is you want to shadow your face so your face appears slimmer. So I choose a shade that has slightly more of a reddish tone just because I like that bronzy golden look, and my skin tone is more on the yellow. Like I have a yellow undertone with my skin tone. I know some people who like to look super snatched and super chiseled. They like to use a contour shade with more of a gray cast, and that's not a bad thing. It just gives you more of a sucked in, higher jaw look. And I'm actually going to show you guys because my powder contour is actually more of a cooler shade. I don't mean to say gray, I meant to say cool. You want to use more like a cool shade to like contour. But this gives me more of like a bronzed effect without having to go in and actually bronze. Bronzing and contouring are two different things. Bronzing gives warmth to the face. Contouring gives more of a cooler shade, and it also makes your areas that you contour slimmer. So yeah, you see how that just creates like a nice shadow. Looks sucked in. So now to set the face. I know you guys are so tired of me of mentioning the Patrick Star times MAC times Patrick Star powder, but it's just that good. I'm not gonna use it in this video just because it is limited edition and it is kind of like expensive for a powder. It's like $40. One option I would have would be the Sacha Buttercup setting powder, and it looks like this. You can get it on Amazon. The only issue with this one is it is a yellow undertone, and if you're not, you know, if you don't have like a yellow undertone, it's not going to really look that well on you. So I do have other options. I also have the Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Powder in the shade Banana. However, they do have the shade Translucent. This is a good powder too. I love this powder. Really, really nice, and you can get this from Ulta. Another good dupe would be the NYX setting powder, NYX. They have good setting powders as well. Anything, honestly, that's translucent. You don't want to get a powder that has an actual skin tone in it, like yellow, peach. You don't want to get any of those yet if you're just starting in makeup, just because if you're not familiar with your tones, which most of us really aren't when we're first starting makeup, we're just literally getting what matches the best and just slapping it on our face. You don't want to get a setting powder that has a tone to it, just because it's going to throw everything off. So translucent is really your best bet, just because it's like clear and it works on every skin tone, and it's just going to enhance the concealer that you put on underneath. I'm actually going to use my makeup, my banana powder by Makeup Revolution. Just gonna pack that under my eyes. I don't know why I talk so long, like before I set my eyes, because this makeup concealer, like the Too Faced, it tends to crease. So I'm surprised that it didn't crease on me. But we're just gonna set all the areas. I put that concealer with the powder. All right, so off camera, I just added eyeliner and lashes. So the eyeliner that I used was the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid eyeliner, but this eyeliner I honestly don't recommend as a beginner, just because I hate the applicator, I hate the tip. It doesn't move, it's very stiff. I don't recommend this one, but the formula is really nice. If you do want an eyeliner that I recommend, the Sephora liner. I like the brush a lot. It's very small, very precise. And then also the NYX liquid eyeliner is really nice too, but you just can't load too much of that on because it will crack. But the Sephora one is basically top notch. That one's only about $12 to $14. That one's really, really good. And as for lashes, I highly recommend using Ardell lashes. It doesn't really matter which type, just because I feel like they're all really super easy to get on. I love Ardell lashes as a brand. I do tend, like my 25mm lashes that y'all see me wear, I do get those online. I don't get those from Ardell because they don't make them, but they have really, really good lashes. These are Ardell lashes. I'm gonna add some blush. So blush can go, you know, any way. There's a ton of affordable blushes. I really do like the Black Radiance blushes for people of color, Black women. You can also use e.l.f. blushes. Those are really, really nice. I love their mineral blushes. And Maybelline makes really good blushes too, and they're all really, really affordable. This is in the shade Warm Berry. It's a red blush, and I'm just going with that because I did use red tone browns on my eyes today. So I just rub that on my cheeks, and sometimes I take it on my nose. There really isn't any beginner mascara, just because all mascara is basically the same to me. I really love the Maybelline Great Lash Mascara. This is the old school mascara that everybody used to have back in the day. I like it mainly because of the applicator. You can use this on your bottom lashes, really good. Or you can use it on your top lashes, and it's a really good formula. And this is super cheap. And then I also love the Essence, the False Lashes Mascara. This one's really good too, especially for like blending your lashes in with false ones. It's really, really nice. And this one was only like $3. So yeah, you can get these both from Ulta. It's time for my favorite part now, highlighter. So I'm not going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit that y'all usually see me use. I'm going to use more of a friendlier option, even though that is a friendly option, but I use it all the time. So I just want to use something else. The Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter in the shade Molten Gold. This one's really nice on brown skin tones. And then as for just in general, the Wet n Wild highlighters are literally amazing. They have loose and they have powder highlighters. As a beginner, I highly recommend to use pressed highlighters like these, just because the loose ones kind of can get a little messy and you can use a lot really fast. So these are really good. I have the shade Crown of My Canopy, Golden Flower Crown, and Precious Petals. If y'all are an OG subscriber, you know I used to use Precious Petals all the time. So I think today I'm going to use the Master Chrome. See what this, I haven't used this in a minute. Oh, what? Some good face spray that will last you forever is the Mario Badescu. I don't recommend the skincare, but I do love his facial spray. You guys know I mainly wear nude lipsticks, so that's really all that I can recommend. I mean, I have other stuff, but I'll put that in another video. The best nude lipsticks, like for beginners, would be like the NYX ones, the NYX Lingerie liquid lipsticks. The formula on these are so nice. You can wear them matte or you can wear them with lip gloss like I usually do. And if you do wear them matte, they're comfortable on the lips. They're not cracking, they're not dry. It's like the perfect formula. I love the liquid lingerie lipsticks. I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use Satin Ribbon, which is what I usually use all the time anyway. And it's like a pretty pale muted nude shade. And this is it, you guys. This is the look. This is my basically must-haves for beginners makeup. I really hope you guys enjoyed this look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed how this look turned out. I hope you guys forgive me for like all my speech mess ups today and like my voice. I'm actually under the weather. I didn't think I could, you know, you could tell that much on camera, but I've really been fucking up behind the scenes. Like I've been choking on my words, drinking hella water. Fuck. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.